Hello everybody, my name is Tide Statistic, and I'm bringing you a game review on this game called Signs of Darkness. This is basically a mixture of The Witcher and Gothic series, or the Gothic series, which this is more like the Gothic series compared to any other game with the fighting mechanics and kind of like the looting mechanics. There's bits and pieces changed, but if you don't know what the Gothic series is, I would suggest looking it up. It is a different style of gameplay compared to The Witcher, but The Witcher is probably something that most people do know. So let's go ahead and get into this. The customization is reasonable. It's not the best, but you can make some pretty interesting things out of it. Now keep in mind this game only did come out 2 weeks ago, and it is in early access, so it is still a little clunky, and there are still quite a few bugs in it, which they specifically say at the main menus. So let's go ahead and actually get into some of the game. Now going into the combat system, like I said, it's still clunky and I think it's still relatively new. I have no idea what I was doing here, but there is a targeting system which I didn't figure out until later. You kind of just swing your swords, and I feel like it has some type of physics engine, but it's hard to tell. Like, you'll get knocked around pretty easily with the bigger guys when they collide with you. Same thing with everyone else. When you got a big guy attacking, you kind of like fall on the ground, and there's like some type of physics in there, but I'm not sure if it's just bad physics or bad game. I feel like the developers are going in the right direction on how it kind of feels like the Gothic series, and you have magic, which I haven't shown yet, but I ended up getting a glitch, so I had to restart and everything. But I haven't found any shops or stuff like that, so I'm not sure if there is any in there yet, which I don't see why they wouldn't be, because it's not that bad. Now they are asking a pretty steep price of 20 bucks, even though this game is still in early access, but they said if you accidentally bought the game not knowing that it was in early access, to refund it, which I thought that was very interesting, because from what I know, not a lot of people do that. They're like, oh yeah, refund the game if you didn't know this was in early access, because all you're doing is supporting us. Even though supporting early access games when you believe in them is a good idea, so they can actually work on the game and not have to like work on IRL shit, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, this game isn't that bad. It's interesting, and the storyline's a little weird, because basically the guy that I'm fighting with to the right now, he is a random friend that brought me from, I don't know, fucking death or some shit. Didn't say exactly, but the storyline is you're trying to find his alternative motives on why he brought you back from the darkness, and all you're doing is going through and slaying stuff. So it feels like it's kind of a straightforward game, and I haven't really found many open world mechanics, even though there are some in there. It's kind of like how Destiny has the quote-unquote open world mechanic, but it's more of just straight lines and different paths. So at the end of the day, I'd probably give this game somewhere around a 55 out of 100. It's not bad. There's still clunkiness, but the game is very new in early access. So let me know what you guys think about this game. If you like my video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to see more, subscribe.